I can call it mighty, Vaal River. We had a place called Ness, just close to Parys on the Vaal River. I'm going to be whirling the fly around and targeting the endemic yellowfish, smallmouth yellowfish that frequents this river. Every now and again you'll get a largemouth yellow, a barbel, sometimes a bass in this river. But as you can see behind me, the river is absolutely beautiful. It's had a bit of pollution problems in the past, but it seems to have cleaned up quite nicely, and we're in the perfect month. It's 1st of October today, and the yellowfish have moved out of the deeper water and moved into the shallows of the rapids. I'm going to be whirling the fly around trying to catch us a yellowfish. If I get the right size yellowfish, I'm going to cook it. Yellowfish are endemic, like I said. We are very careful with their status. It's a case of catching one to eat rather than going and filling up a keep net and mincing them into fish cakes. So it's a sport fish. It's probably one of the most targeted species on a fly rod in South Africa, especially on the Vaal River. A lot of the Joburg crew move down with their fly rods to the Vaal every weekend and catch these elusive, amazing, strong fighting fish. So yeah, it's a case of protecting our endemic fish. So we're just going to cook one, test it, see what it tastes like, and we'll give you some feedback. We're going to head out now and catch us a yellow. Okay, so what we do in this river is we wade out into the pockets in the rapids. It's quite a slippery area. They actually especially designed shoes for this. I'm just wearing a pair of tackies. The water temperature is quite nice, probably about 20 degrees. And you just wade out to the likely runs, which is where I'm heading now, very carefully. Don't slip and fall. I'm in knee-deep water, and this is where you're going to encounter those fish. So you're going to fish the various runs and rapids, and we cast a fly upstream and we dead drift the fly using a little strike indicator on the line, a bright orange strike indicator, and that strike indicator just dips or moves. You strike and you hopefully get an on dad. And then it's all sport, because this is one of the stronger fighting fish on a fly, endemic to South Africa, which is amazing. So although their stock status is very good, overfishing is a problem, and like I said, they are edible, and guys do head to the Vaal River and catch a lot of these fish, put them in keep nets, take them home, turn them into dog food or whatever, and that's the absolute wrong thing to do. So if you want to enjoy fishing for a yellow, instead of loading your keep net, get a fly rod, learn how to use it, and you'll have an absolute whale of a time. And then you can be selective and keep one for the pot and release everything else. Right onto a beautiful run here. I'm going to fish this little spot here. You can see the water coming over the rocks and forming a nice little rapid right across the front of me here. So I'm going to set up and fish this little spot. Hey! There we go! Here we go, we're onto what I believe is a yellowfish. Right here in the rapid, shallow, look how shallow it is. Got on, daddy. There we go. How beautiful is that? That is stunning. That's a smallmouth yellowfish caught on the Vaal River with a gold-ribbed hare's ear nymph. on my dropper. I've got 2 flies on here. I've got a little hotspot pheasant tail nymph, and I've got a little gold rib hares here in a natural colour. Got them right in the corner of the mouth, and that is the result. A beautiful, beautiful smallmouth yellow fish. You can see the colour on that fish, it's beautiful. And there we go. So what we're going to do with this one is, it's a river fish. You can see the river is fairly clean, well, very clean. The water is crystal clean actually. And we're going to go put this on ice and dispatch it humanely. And later on today I'm going to make a nice meal with it. Alright, there we go. The fish is going in the ice now. And that's going to stay nice and fresh. Alright, so the yellow fish we cleaned down at the river. Gutted it and scaled it. Still on ice, so we've kept it on ice from the moment we caught it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take its fillets off. With these fish, very little waste, because you can see how small that head is. Alright, so we're just going to pop the fillets off. And what I like doing is I like to take off that side fin. And then we're just going to go in right behind the head, onto the backbone. Down. You can hear the knife going against the bones there. Just going to go along the backbone, pop this fillet off. And like I said with the yellowfish, you've got to be smart about these fish. You don't want to go and catch a net full of them and turn them into fish cakes. You can actually treat the fish way more with way more respect than that. You know, nothing wrong with keeping one for the pot. Catch a whole bunch, keep one and let everything else go. That's the name of the game. There we have one beautiful fillet off. There's absolutely no waste of meat here. There's only gills and a very small head. If you were to want to use that head and not, you could leave the gills in it when you clean it and use it as a barbel bait if you're into catching barbel. Okay. Alright, then all we're going to do now is we're going to run the knife down the belly bones along them. We don't want to waste too much meat, so you've got to get the bone right up against the knife, right up against the bone. And see, as I'm going, I just angle the knife up, and then we just take those bones out of play. I've got the 2 fillets cleaned up and ready to go. Like I said, I'm leaving the skin on just to keep the integrity of the fillet as it's, because I'm going to put it on a Weber brine, smoke it on the Weber, and I'm just going to season it and spice it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a lemon. I'm just going to drizzle the fish with the juice of a whole lemon. Obviously just run it through your fingers so you get the pips out. And then a little drizzle of olive oil. Just a dash. Mix the spice. And then just simple plain salt, freshly ground black pepper, and some freshly ground salt. Now you can remember, you can do this with any fish, but we're trying it with this yellowfish now. I like to put a lot of black pepper on it. Quite a generous sprinkling of black pepper, and then some salt. And we just leave that to marinate a little bit in those juices. And then when the fire's ready, we're going to pop it into the Weber with some smokier dust and make us a delicious smoked yellowfish. I started a Weber fire, indirect heat, so a little bit of charcoal on either side. I'm going to use a handful of this is hickory wood chips. I just throw that through the grill. Some people like to soak it in water. I don't. I just toss it through the grill onto the coals. A little bit on each side. And actually, straight away you can start smelling that hickory. It'll burst into flames fairly quickly, but that's not an issue either, because as soon as we put the lid on, it's going going to put the flame out. And we're going to position these fillets in the middle, off the direct heat. And then we're going to pop the lid on. And then you'll see the smoke start pouring out the top here, out the vent. There we go. And the smoke starts coming out. And now it's smoking. And we leave that for about 15 minutes. Don't open the lid. You can close your vent just slightly, just to bring the heat up. Alright, there we go. That's 15 minutes. And the smoked yellowfish is looking absolutely amazing. You can see the color it's got from the smoke. It's still soft and juicy. So just going to slide that in there, take it off. There you have smoked yellowfish from the Vaal River. Now, like I said, you can do this with any fish. It seems to work very well with yellowfish. I'm just going to cut a few wedges of lemon to go with it. And I'm going to give it a go. Very, very tasty. But definitely stands up to its reputation of being very bony. That tiny little piece, I got 4 bones out of that, and I did my best at filleting it and deboning it while I was doing that. So as good as it tastes, I probably wouldn't rely on it as a full-on food source. It is pretty bony, but it's absolutely delicious. Obviously because it was fresh out the river this morning and we kept it on ice, treated with respect. And yeah, so if you want to try it, it does work. Just expect a few bones. And that's it for today. Get onto our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe, and feel free to put some comments in the comment section.